What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, and Charlie D'Amelio might actually be a Chinese spy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. All of TikTok, the entire app, is currently being investigated by the United States and might be getting banned from the country, which is news that I didn't really expect to see when I was vibing on the internet today. So you know we gotta talk about it because it's not every day that a social media platform is just gonna get banned in the country for spying on everybody. Regardless, guys, it should be a pretty entertaining video. So without further ado, let's get into it. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day because I know I am. It made you guys upset when I didn't say it yesterday. So yeah, without further ado, let's talk about the fact that your lip syncing videos may be providing malware to our biggest threat on the geopolitical scene.
To celebrate. It's not good. Nice racking her ass Brazilian. Just turned 21, but my bank's a million. Swear I'm a little drunk, but it's a hell of a feeling. Got so
basically, because Little Huddy exposed everybody yesterday, the United States is gonna ban TikTok. Obviously that's a joke. They're actually looking into banning TikTok and other Chinese social media apps, Pompeo says. Which, I mean, I understand. Like, we banned Huawei, which was the other Chinese phone company, for spying on us. Like, we haven't done it before, but some of the stuff mentioned in this article is just funny. Like, this excerpt right here. So here's their full quote. I'm only gonna read part of it. If you want to read it, go for it. Basically, Pompeo was asked by somebody whether the United States should be considering a ban on social media apps, especially TikTok. And he said, with respect to Chinese apps on people's cell phones, I can assure you the United States will get this one right too. I don't want to get in front of President Donald Trump, but it's something we're looking at. Which, I mean, obviously not funny that an app might be spying on Americans, but this means we can 100% confirm that somebody had to walk up to the President of the United States of America and explain to him what a TikTok is. He's sitting there, you know, he's like, hello, I would love to know what this new thing that they're spying on us is. Well, sir, it's a TikTok. These kids are smacking the renegade, and the Chinese are sending drone strikes to smack those who do the best dances. Like, somebody had to sit down and explain to him that it's basically an app where kids lip sync to songs or, like, I don't know, do other stupid stuff. And, you know, he's like, well, did we tell them that it might be Chinese spyware? Yeah. And he's like, well, did they stop? Well, no, sir. There's this girl called Charlie, and she smacks the fattest renegades you've ever seen, sir. You wouldn't understand. Of course they're not gonna stop. Like, we have politicians really sitting there talking about the geopolitical implications of TikTok. That is what 2020 has come to. If somebody would have told you at the beginning of 2019 that TikTok would be explained to Donald Trump and he might be about to ban it, you would be like, nah. But this is such a 2020 story, like the fact that the president knows what TikTok is and thinks it's a weapon. Like, only that would happen in 2020. And look, I'm not trying to defend China, like, spying on people. I'm pretty sure that if TikTok collects information, then yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if China is, like, collecting it and using it, you know? But for anybody that thinks that's a shocker, like, people are flabbergasted, you do realize every app you've literally ever used collects creepy amounts of information on you, right? Like YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all of these collect creepy amounts of information. So if you're not gonna use TikTok because it creeps you out that they're collecting stuff, I've got bad news for you. That being said, like, I can understand, I guess, why the United States wouldn't want a country to, like, gather all of its information on every teenager in the country. But it is kind of ridiculous that people are acting like this is the first time ever that they've heard of a social media company collecting creepy amounts of information on you. People, like, really be out here, you know, oh my gosh, TikTok is the worst. It's collecting private information with their social security number in their Instagram bio. Like, I really don't understand what people expect. Yeah, apps gather data. And I'm not a national security expert, so, like, I'm not gonna say yes or no, should it, should not be banned. I'm not an expert by any means on anything involving cybersecurity. This article does go on to say, though, that he also said that you only should have TikTok downloaded if you want your private information in the hands of the Chinese Communist Party. And I mean, obviously Americans being spied on isn't very funny, but we are literally living in a timeline where we have to sit there and talk about how one of the biggest threats to our national security is an app where teenagers get together and lip sync and shake their butts in an aggressive manner. Like, that is the biggest threat to national security. Yes, we believe that this app has done a lot of horrible things, like give Doja Cat a career. We really are living in the strangest timeline, and what's weirder is it's not the first country that's even thought about banning TikTok. Like, later in the article, it goes on to explain that India actually banned TikTok as well. So I guess there is something to be said for this app, but But the best part is when India banned TikTok, they literally said, the Indian government said it would ban TikTok and other well-known Chinese apps because they pose a threat to the sovereignty and integrity of the country. You hear that, all you TikTokers? You are ruining nations one renegade at a time. You are personally going to be responsible for the downfall of your country. And like I said, I don't know enough to know if it's spying or not, but I feel like saying that TikTok is an immediate threat to your country might be a little bit extreme, like maybe just a little bit. Everybody hitting the renegade is giving China all the information. They're like, oh my God, we now know what songs they like. And like I said, I don't know a lot about it, but I feel like maybe pretending like TikTok is going to be the single-handed downfall of your nation might be a little bit excessive. Also, if we avoided World War III at the start of the year with Iran, just to have it come back and come at the end of 2020 over TikTok, I feel like we confirm that we're living in the simulation. Like, if a world war is really about to break out because we're all banning the app TikTok and China's gonna get pissed, then I don't know, man. Humanity has had a good run, but like, this has to be a joke. It's a meme. We're really about to have a war breakout over TikTok, you know? We're gonna be like sending in drone strikes. Choo 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 choo, attack anybody who does not have a Lego profile picture. Like, it's about to be wild out there. And obviously, because they're getting accused of like being a spy company by India in the United States, TikTok did end up making a statement that went a little something like this. TikTok is led by an American CEO with hundreds of employees and key leaders across safety, security, holy cow, and public policy here in the United States. We have no higher priority than promoting a safe and secure app for our users. We have never provided user data to the Chinese government, nor would we do so if asked. And listen, I'm not trying to say they're guilty, but like being like, no, trust us, we are not spies. Look, we love Americans. We have American workers. Just is like a little bit shady. You know, if you came out and were like, look, we're more than welcome to let the United States look into us and see if we're spying, but we're not a spy app. But no, the first thing they did was like, no. You don't have to investigate us. Trust us. We love America. We hired so many Americans. Like, that's a little sketchy. All right, let us do some investigating then. And if there's nothing wrong, then like, no big deal. Oh no, you don't have to investigate. We love America. Imagine if the US is really spending all these billions of dollars on security, trying to make sure that there's no threats to the country. And the thing that ends up being like the ultimate spying tool is an app where people were just shaking their butts for the last 6 months. Like, that's the ultimate thing that gives China a look into the United States. Come on. This is just a weird scenario. Regardless, TikTok definitely looking a little shaky and guilty with that statement, but it gets worse. You might be asking, Ryan, how does it possibly get worse than the fact that, you know, our countries are really about to have like a giant political mess on their hands over TikTok? And well, here's the horrible news, ladies and gentlemen. The app exploded in popularity in the United States and other Western countries, becoming the first Chinese social media platform to gain significant traction with users outside of its home country. It was downloaded 315 million times in the first 3 months of this year, more quarterly downloads than any other app in history. You're telling me TikTok is about to become one of the most downloaded apps of all time? It is going to break the record. It is on track to break the record. And we're okay with that? We're really gonna let TikTok be the king of social medias? Like, all spyware aside, you know, I don't want the Chinese government spying on me, but I want TikTok being the social media platform king even less. Like, you know, I don't want it being better than YouTube and Twitter. Do we really want Charlie being the queen of all social media? Huh? No, we need PewDiePie to be the king, obviously. Real talk, the fact that TikTok is on track to become like one of the biggest apps ever, and it might also be Chinese spyware, is even crazier. Like, oh yeah, nah. Remember that one time they made that spyware and then convinced literally more people than ever before in the history of the planet to download it and willingly give them their information? Like, you literally hit the accept button on the terms and conditions of TikTok, which might have in there a sentence that is like, you now officially belong to the Chinese government, and nobody would even know. 90% sure no one has ever read that on TikTok, so we might want to make sure that it's not in the fine print somewhere, like we are allowed to spy on you and we're all idiots that hit accept. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you guys pressing the like button. It's a double upload, so double the likes, you know, maybe. Huh? Real talk though, guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you're going to be deleting TikTok. I don't really know if I am. I'm probably going to wait to see if they find proof of it being spyware or anything. Like, it probably is. I don't really trust the Chinese government to have my information, but whatever, who knows, but yeah, on that note, guys, be sure to turn on notifications. If you turn on notifications, send a screenshot to my Instagram at Scrubby, and I shout somebody out every day. Today's notification shout out goes to Eddie058. Big thank you for having on notifications. I really do appreciate it. If you really want to support the channel, follow me on social media. My Instagram is Scrubby, Twitter at Scrubby_69. Use code Scrubby at the G Fuel checkout, or check out some of the OG Sub Club merch that will be going away at 2 million subs. And yeah, on that note, guys, I guess I'm gonna go take a look and do more research about TikTok and try to make sure that I'm not secretly giving the Chinese government all of my social security information so they can steal my bank account information. But yeah, on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they don't download TikTok because it's Chinese spyware, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.